It's okay. Off your mic. It's okay. She off your mic. Sound like me.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, my ego don't come. Ingo torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, yo. My ego don't come, yo. My people make we shout, yo. My ego don't come, yo. My ego don't come, man of the masses, yo. My ego don't come, yo. My ego diary politico, yo. My ego don't come, yo. This one not the off in mind. My ego don't come, yo. And in the touchlight every corner. My ego don't come, yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Nah. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. See them talk say make we off mind. But thank God say my ego don't come. So my people make you laugh, yo. My ego don't come, yo. My people make we shout, yo. My ego don't come, yo. My ego don't come, man of the masses, yo. My ego don't come, yo. My ego diary politico, yo. My ego don't come, yo. This one not they off in mind, yo. My ego don't come, yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that my egun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say my egun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Poor man picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say my egun don't come. So my people make you laugh, yo. My egun don't come, yo. My people make you shout, yo. My egun don't come, yo. Man of the masses, my ego don't come, my ego diary politico, my ego don't come, my ego
Good evening to you, good morning to you, good afternoon to you from wherever you are watching from. This is my ego live.
Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube, gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Máyégún já wa sí. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o.
As you are joining, remember, share the broadcast, invite your friends, and invite those who are not friendly friends. The Buhari Danes, the Buhari Didiris, the Buhari Dinotus, the Buhari Dijatus, the Buhari Shukus, the Ungoziaris, the Unekaharis, the obedient fools, the sophisticated morons, the humbled slaves, the Mumumadus, the Bele lecturers, the Mumu lecturers, the social media bandits, Facebook adsmen, all the clans of the cyberbarians, all the clan of the Buhari idiots, the Lagos Abobakus, the Oshogbo Almajiris, the crumb eaters, the crumb chasers, the ass lickers, the all risers. Tell them, Máyégún today.
And yes, Máyégún today. Lórí Facebook. Máyégún today. And yes, Máyégún today. Lórí YouTube. Máyégún today. And yes. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ayé ẹ̀ súnra kì. Lórí Facebook. Ayé ẹ̀ súnra kì. Lórí YouTube.
Share the video.
Ọba bá gbé wúrẹ́. Ayé ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Buhari is coming to Glasgow. And let me tell you what I first did. I'll share that with you. When I heard that Buhari changed his mind and they will be coming to Glasgow for COP26 to talk about climate change. And the question everyone is asking, what does Buhari know about climate change? I was like, okay. They said they will be speaking on the 2nd of November. That is 2 days away here in Glasgow. So I decided to go and check because I'm actually off that day. And because I live here, I know some of our roads have been shut because Joe Biden is around. So many other world leaders are around, not staying in Glasgow because we couldn't accommodate them. Many of them are staying in Edinburgh. But Buhari will be addressing the conference rather, on Tuesday. So you probably will be asking, what is he going to be talking about? So I decided maybe I could still probably get something in, and I wasn't actually thinking about it before, right? So probably I could go in and get a ticket. So I attempted that. This is what happened to me. Let's see. Yeah. So I went for tickets. There are so many programs listed. And the fact that Buhari was coming, I decided, okay, maybe we should try some. How about we get 6 tickets to go and tell the world that a terrorist is coming to promote other terrorists that they are shielding, protecting in Nigeria. And that person is Buhari, is coming to tell you the reason why. Meanwhile, the reason why he's actually coming is because of the money. So that you know that, okay? To some of you who are finding, who are like, what's he coming to say? What does he know about, what is Nigeria doing about climate change? Right? So I got here and I found out that all the events are sold out. It was painful because they were actually free. You know, this is tomorrow, Monday. On Tuesday, when Buhari will be speaking, we can always access the place through the green zone, it's called, where they are already, we already have over 100 groups with over, they are expecting over 200,000 protesters from all over the world, right? So Glasgow is going to be busy. It's been busy for the past few days anyway, but it's going to really, really be busy from tomorrow, right? So Tuesday is when Buhari will be talking, and after that, he will be flying to France, but all sold out. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to be able to get in. I was going to get 6 tickets, get more and more and more, and tell everybody that Mo will come meet for Glasgow because that's the only way we can access the place. Officially, which can take anything we want to take there, Yoruba nation, Biafra, everything. You can hold everything just within the ground. You know, you will see Joe Biden, you will see him, Joe Biden, you will see everybody coming out there. You can call them out and shout, give a closer coverage and all of that. But I came late to the party because Nigeria, right, at first they said fake Pastor Ruga was going to come, was coming to represent him. So we're like, that one is just a back door, backbench, you know what I mean? Babysitter. Then they changed it when they returned from Saudi Arabia that they took him to just a few days ago. And now we can't really gain access. I don't know how many of you have already got this ticket because I think I'm the only one who came late to the party. But what do you think Buhari is coming to talk about? To tell them about the drought, the famine, the what do you call it? The destruction of the Sahel in the desert, which makes the Fulanis and their cows to be moving to Nigeria, and that is why they are kidnapping people because they need land. So when they ask Buhari, okay, what was the solution Buhari provided to fight the incursion of Fulani terrorists who are running away because of climate change? Those are the things the people inside the household rock put in the paper for Buhari to continue to read to the world. Oh, the reason why we're having problem in Nigeria is because there is climate change. Because climate is changing. Fulanis have no place to graze their cows. They have no place to live normally, so they have to move, because or else they will die of poverty and all of that. And the solution that Buhari has is national livestock. When it was a debate time in 2019, before 2019, Nigeria was already in turmoil, in serious trouble, because Buhari was trying to protect the invading Fulani terrorists and the takeover campaign of the rest of southern Nigeria. It was protecting them, but to the rest of the world, oh, I'm doing this because of climate change. Okay, what is the solution? National livestock, which is a disguised Ruga, and they are hell bent on that, right? They asked Buhari, what is national livestock? Before I come to the people who are waging war in Anambra that they called election, before you lose your temper, before you lose your total control, before you run crazy with emotion, right? Maybe I can help you to answer some questions, some puzzles to why you should never believe anything their media tells you. Oh, we arrested the IPOB commander. We arrested IPOB this. We arrested IPOB that. Just a few days ago, the social media was awash with this video of these sudden armed groups who came to town bragging that there would be no election in Anambra and they were going to kill, they were going to do this. And suddenly they clashed, pretty much like on a suicide mission. They clashed with the military. Well, they killed people. They killed the soldiers. They killed the DSS. But most of them have been killed so far. But surprisingly, Nigeria media started reporting them as IPOB. Oh, 4 IPOB ESN fighters killed. Yet, they were all alive. They saw these videos and these guys who were behind it. And even when IPOB came out to say, we have nothing to do with this guy. What is Biafra National Guard? We have nothing to do with them. Yet, Nigeria media still continues, right, to propagate it as 4 ESN IPOB member killed, 3 IPOB member killed in Anambra, 4 IPOB member killed, and all of that, right? I'm still coming to that. But what really gave birth to that, and the reason why, if you pay attention very well, probably, you are likely never going to fall for all the flying propaganda up and down that are actually claiming innocent lives too. National livestock, climate change, Fulani terrorism, the albatross, the terrorism in Nigeria, which they have told you that they can't call them terrorists. You can call them bandits. You can call them vandals. You can, but don't call them terrorists. These are people who need land. And because they need land, and some of you will not give your land, that is why we're having all these problems. That's why they are kidnapping you. That's why they are kidnapping you for ransom, because if we give them land, you know what I mean? This will reduce. It's all about climate change. to the rest of the world. That's what Buhari is coming to tell them. But to Nigerians, what is national livestock? Buhari?
Livestock.
Huh?
Livestock.
National livestock.
I will talk about it. He doesn't know. He doesn't. I think he doesn't know.
These are all directed at Mr. President. So corruption, yes, let me know. He can talk for
He
himself.
doesn't know. He doesn't.
I want Nigerians to give you another opportunity to do another 4 years. Why?
Well,
He doesn't know.
Oṣó ni, àjẹ́ ni, ẹlẹ́bọlóògùn ni, amániṣe ni, afàìmọ́niṣe ni, wọ́n á fi yín sílẹ̀.
Amen. Now, that is the bobo. Now, if you are watching my video and you are somebody who is so keenly interested in happenings in Nigeria, especially when it comes to insecurity, you have managed to be fair and balanced, and you want to hear from both sides. And if you are indeed so fair and balanced, right? The bone of contention started from when Buhari failed his own government in Nigeria, that the government, the cabinet that will be overseeing the affairs of every concerns of every Nigerian, right? He failed them with people they said he trusted. The people they believed will unite the country in their own way. So that started the resentment, because so many people who knew him expected that, they were not surprised. Some who gave him a benefit of doubt were disappointed, but it didn't blink. As if that is not enough. That was just the foundation for what was to later come. Now we now have a government who puts together all their machinery and resources, fighting for those they once told us were from Niger, Chad, Mali, Sudan, Libya. They blamed Gaddafi's death for why we are facing terrorism in Nigeria, until we later realized that it was actually funded by those celebrity religious leaders, political businessmen, and all of them in Nigeria, in northern Nigeria. So they blamed. Now, all of a sudden, it became the policy of the government to try to convince the Nigerians that, listen, the solution to this problem is that we are not actually looking for lands for Fulanis from Katsina. We are not looking for lands, right, for Fulanis from Kano, from Zamfara, from Kerbi, from Niger, from Sokoto, from Borno. They are looking for lands to resettle the invading aliens that they told us were from Chad, Mali, Niger, and all these places. Number one, they bamboozle you with their lies to distract you from their failure, that they allow them in the first place, that they have now come in so well, that they've domiciled so well, that the only solution for Nigeria to have peace is for southern Nigeria to begin to give their lands. How did I know that? A government that want to resettle those they told us were coming from Niger, these places, northern Nigeria of today, controls more than 70% of the Nigerian landmass. The remaining under 30% is southern Nigeria. Now, when you have people who are invading and they have been kidnapping and killing people, if you think allocating lands for them to resettle them will bring peace, how come in 6 years no northern states, especially those of them that have been ravaged by the bandits, they call them Fulani terrorists, yeah, no single of them has successfully show us a completed Ruga settlement for Fulani from Mali, Niger, Chad, and all these places. Maybe you don't understand what I'm saying. What I'm saying here is that the government of Nigeria makes it their policy that the solution to this whole crisis is what they call National Livestock Program. And that National Livestock Program is that the Fulani terrorists who are committing all these crimes everywhere, in their book, they are doing it because they are running away from places they can't feed their cows. And you, Southerners, you are not accepting them by giving them land to graze their cows, even though you don't know how they got into Nigeria, even though you expect Nigeria to have border. So it is now the policy of government, of Buhari, that for the solution, let us resettle them through a program called National Livestock. And this National Livestock, they have to be domiciled in different local government areas of southern Nigeria, even though no single northern state in northern Nigeria has shown us a completed RUGA for the past 6 years. But every time the southern Nigeria says, oh, we have to defend ourselves, they will tell you that decision is against the North. Oh, we have to stop open grazing to stop these criminals. Okay, if you say the reason for clashes is because people don't want them to graze on their farms as they are doing, right? Now, we are going to ban open grazing so that we can know those who are actually genuine cow rearers, cattle rearers, yeah? And then if they commit crime, you can identify them. Then we can also identify those who are criminals who go out there to kidnap people. Because Buhari's government's national policy is to resettle them with Nigeria money. Therefore, they need all the political takeover to the rest of the world that Buhari will be speaking to in the next 2 days. The reason why Nigeria is in trouble, the reason why we're having clashes, right, is because the climate change pushed cattle rearers from all over Africa, and they have nowhere else to go. All over Africa or West Africa, they chose Nigeria. It was climate change. To help Nigeria, we need to give them money. Now, listen to this. Even if they have not built RUGA, I told you that the people they are telling you they want to resettle, the people that are killing people in Oyo, killing people in Ogun, displacing people and killing people in Ondo, killing people in Ekiti, attacking people in Oshun. All these, let me take that again. Let me put it this way. All the people who are killing people in every part of southern Nigeria, according to the government of Nigeria, it is because you have all become hostile to them. And since they can't graze on your farms, and as they call it, clashes, when you look at the record, you will realize that the only people killed are the locals, never those they claim were cattle rearers that clashed. So they decided what I called a political takeover by force in southern Nigeria. They are playing the game, the exact one you are seeing them play in Biafra land today. They told you they had no idea what Nnamdi Kanu has in stock for them, but they can feel the presence and the vibrancy of the IPOB. And at the same time, they can see through the cracks, the crack between the Igbos and everyone whose parents, I mean your parents and then forebearers fought to break away from Nigeria, they could see through the crack. And they took advantage of that to set up what you are now witnessing in eastern Nigeria. A kind of political takeover that you won't pay attention to, but since it is convenient, especially for now, to blame IPOB. See this cap I'm putting on right now, automatically makes me, in Nigeria right now, it automatically makes me as one of the most dangerous people on earth in Nigerian government's book, because I'm putting on this cap. You know why? Because in eastern Nigeria, they believed that if Nnamdi Kanu indeed, if IPOB indeed should become what they think they would become, without setting them up now, it will spell a doom, not just for Nigeria. It will spell a doom for those who are encouraging them to come to Biafra land and commit all these crimes. Since they found a common ground, let's blame IPOB. But here is something I found. It's been a while. I think it was like a year ago. I see this as a confession. I don't know what you're going to see it as. But here, this one. Then I'll say something after that. You see what they are doing in Anambra? As they are telling you to blame IPOB, to blame Nnamdi Kanu for what is going on there now, they are not telling you that the politicians who put up all this political crime, majority of them have already moved to APC. But guess what? When they finished everything, as we speak, 90% of those who were even willing to go and vote, they are not going to go anywhere anymore. But I'm coming back to that. Let's just review this. There are some things in this video that will likely help you, to get what I'm about to tell you. Watch this.
Okay. Nnamdi Kanu sent his unknown gunmen to attack me last night. Perhaps he thought my security men were like the Nigerian security men. He can overpower and intimidate them, who will see his men and run away with their guns, and they will enter the offices, their stations, and burn them. It's very, very funny. It's very, very funny. You sent your unknown gunmen to attack who was with you. I don't know what to say about you, about anything like that. I know you very well, and I know that you are an inconsequential fellow. The most cowardly person on earth. I know very well. I brought you up. I'm here. You can see. I'm still in my nightgowns. I slept here. I didn't come into this place this morning. Show them my compound. You sent your tag men to attack me. Tag men to attack me. If there's anybody that should know me better, it should be Nnamdi Kanu. When I opened the radio for you, you started using it to castigate me. You came to do your traditional marriage in Nigeria. The wedding, I gave you money to do. I was the person that gave you 450,000 naira to marry, to get your wife, to do introduction and all that. But when you came to Nigeria, because you were castigating me, you told your sister, who is in the police up to today, to organize mobile policemen for you, to give you security, to provide security for your wedding. Your sister brought all manner of mobile policemen and guarded the wedding ceremony. With the crowd, with everything, all the security men, SSS, them. They were there. I sent my men to arrest you. My men came to the gathering in the presence of the so-called mobile policemen. Came to the high table where you were and took you out, put you in the car and brought you before my presence in Ogwe. I kept you for 5 days just to teach you a lesson that Wazirike is bigger than you think. I never intended to kill you. I have never killed anybody. It's not my business to kill people. Moreover, those who say they are fighting for Biafra, I can never kill anybody who is professing Biafran freedom. I can never. I just wanted to teach you that the so-called mobile police you gathered through your sister cannot provide the security if I want to do that. But you are saying the biggest mistake I made was that I left you alive, that I didn't kill you. That was what you are saying. What you did last night is funny. I'm not Naiwodo, you can intimidate. I'm not Nigerian security man, you can intimidate. All these things you are doing today, we are things you learned probably from me, or there she, blah, blah, blah. My men that came to arrest you in your wedding, were they armed? They were not armed, but they brought it to me. You know where? Why I'm doing this video is to tell those who say that clamoring for Biafra by how much Nnamdi Kanu is agitating for Biafra. If you're agitating for Biafra, to attack Wazirike should be the last thing you can do. Because I'm the originator of the struggle. To attack me will be the last thing you can think of. But since you are meant to attack me, I just want to tell our fellow Biafrans, I've been saying it right from the word go that Nnamdi Kanu was recruited by those he's working for up to today, that he is not working for Biafra. That's what I really want to do, to tell them.
Wazirike, the legacy he loves to brag about is that whatever all of you love about Nnamdi Kanu, he discovered him. He should be given that crown for discovering him. He should be given that regard. But Nnamdi Kanu didn't give it to him. And he confessed on camera of kidnapping him on his wedding day. And he bragged about it. They don't really need a lot of intelligence before they carry out all of these crimes that you are witnessing today in Biafra land. There are already people inside who have a very strong resentment for Nnamdi Kanu, and destroying IPOB is actually a big goal. It is so unfortunate that some of you actually place into their hands all the time, where they carry out this crime and they call them unknown gunmen. Some of you clap for them. I'm glad many of you are beginning to distance yourselves now. Because the only name that is strong enough to speak when Biafra is mentioned is IPOB. Let us be honest. They are the only non-violent, organized, peaceful self-determination organization on Biafra, and in fact, of any self-determination organization in the world. They have members that are visible in more than 140 countries. They have representatives in virtually more than 200 cities in the whole world. They meet, they talk, they have pages, they have existence. You can see them, you can meet them locally. They are everywhere in Biafra land. They are the most organized. Never ever clashed with anyone. Never ever had any problem until Buhari, and they were so afraid. You see the local ones, because it's so difficult to call them terrorist organization. How dare you? If Buhari didn't come after them, would you call them terrorist organizations? But they needed that. But they were not proscribed by Buhari. IPOB was proscribed by the Igbos, Igbo politicians, and the likes of Funwa Zorike. Do you know why it's easier for them to pick all the IPOB members? Number one, that they are peaceful. They know they are not armed. They know. They know. They know that these are people who always have meeting places. These are people who painted buildings as meeting places for IPOB, discussing Biafra. And for the 6 years I have known them, and for the 6 years, many of you who are actually members, genuinely, have you ever attended any Biafra meeting where they were telling you that the next thing is to go and mobilize for war? I bet not. It has always been about why Biafra? What can we do locally and internationally? What is the organization more reliable, more widespread, more organized, that we can channel our Biafran dreams, the Biafran explanation, the Biafran campaign, enlightenment, and all of that we can channel them through? IPOB seems to be the organized. And people are paying their dues. You don't pay dues by your credit card to a terrorist organization with you, because the criteria making IPOB terrorist does not match anything in the criteria that makes any organization a terrorist organization in any part of the world, except in Africa. So Buhari didn't proscribe IPOB. IPOB said there will be no election in Biafra land that they are going to participate in. Many of their members, they didn't even register to vote, which means they can't even vote. They won't even vote. And they said, on the day of election, they are going to sit at home. Surprisingly, majority of the people that some of you think they are not sympathetic to Biafra, they are. Maybe they are not carrying IPOB flag like you would expect, because it's all about IPOB. So you, that's a target. We can put a spot on this. We can destroy this. This is destructible. And the IPOB members are telling you IPOB is indestructible. Even if you kill Nnamdi Kanu, you cannot kill IPOB. You know why? It is the most organized self-determination organization in the world as we speak. If to say Nigeria was a country, Nnamdi Kanu won't be in any detention. Nnamdi Kanu will be the symbol, the model that will bring together, as he did, that will keep together these compatriots of Biafra. Many of them that Nigeria forced them out to go and find their greener pastures elsewhere, because Nigeria is dry. No matter what you try to do, you know how it's structured. You are going to lose out. But Nnamdi Kanu brought them together. IPOB, IPOB Italy, IPOB Germany, IPOB Europe, IPOB Eastern Europe, IPOB Western Europe, IPOB Latin America, IPOB South America, IPOB North America, IPOB here, IPOB Asia, IPOB here, IPOB, Qatar. But just one figure that connects them just by telling them that it is the right thing if you choose to leave Nigeria. It is indeed the right thing for this reason, for that reason. Even if you are not thinking about it before, maybe you should start thinking about it. People believed that. That's not a terrorist organization until terrorists took over power in Nigeria and changed the narrative and forced many of you to agree that wearing this hat makes me more dangerous than people carrying AK-47. So the people that proscribed IPOB, the people that are spending billions to destroy them, what do you think it will take them to put together these ragtag criminals that they called unknown gunmen? Because they have the media already anyway, right? They have the media in Nigeria that is ready to copy and paste. IPOB, 4 IPOB members killed. A young man is paraded. I don't know if you have seen his image right now on social media. They said he's IPOB commander in Anambra. So he's arrested and they put guns before him and they put military camouflage, military uniform. They put it before him after they shot him on his leg, and then they took the picture. They said IPOB leader arrested. He is IPOB member. And what is IPOB? Indigenous people of Biafra. He came home for his mom's burial. The local people, the people who actually knows them as, he's IPOB member. Oh, these are the coordinator here. That's the coordinator. Since this whole madness started, many of them have tried to move away without having to cause any trouble. But when they manage to come around, what happened? They get hunted down. You know who are those who are pointing them out? It is not those repentant terrorists in Nigerian army that they send down that are hunting them. They are not that smart. But they have enough money. In those armor tanks, they are moving to Eastern Nigeria. Enough money to buy those information. And they are also good for the PR. See, the media says we have, we killed 4 IPOB members who were shooting at us. Yeah, I think it was yesterday when they killed some, when they killed 4, I think we were 2 or 3 people in Anambra. These guys who tied, different kind of, jazz, voodoo, amulet, fukpa, igbadi, and all of those things on themselves. And when they shot them and they realized they were not actually like even Biafrans. They are the local Fulanis from Ebonyi. Surprisingly, guys, this is even different from the Biafra National Guard guys that suddenly appeared from nowhere in Anambra State. And they called them IPOB member, shot and killed. Even when people were saying, these are like, what the hell? These guys are not, if you see some of these Fulanis in Yoruba land too, they will sing Fuji for you. They will sing Apala for you. And they will speak Yoruba very fluently. But you easily tell at some point that, come on. They'll take the wool off. But that would take a lot of explanation. If their media suddenly turn on the camera and say, these 2 people were killed, and we found out that, number one, they are not Igbos. How can we then call them unknown gunmen? On the other hand, Nwazurike and gang, Asari Dokubo and gang, they have already locally working with these criminals too telling them that, do you want to capture some of these boys that are following Nnamdi Kanu? They were following me before. These are the boys that we were using before. Suddenly, they all switched to Nnamdi Kanu, the same Nnamdi Kanu that I brought to the struggle, the same Nnamdi Kanu that is rubbishing me. Do you see his compound? Do you see all those limousine and everything in his compound? He's a rich guy. He's made a lot of money from this whole struggle. Asari Dokubo built a university for himself in, is it Togo or Benin Republic? Where is Asari Dokubo's university? But it was the same Asari Dokubo. When Obasanjo was arresting them then, Niger Delta struggle, we are going to break away from Nigeria if you don't give us control of our oil. You know, you remember Asari Dokubo? He became rich, very rich. You know what happened? They took them to Abuja. And when they got to Abuja, they realized that, oh boy, so Abuja, they built this Abuja with money from Niger Delta. Ah, boys, wake up. We got collect our share, die. Obasanjo could say, okay, make them bring them. When they started blowing up a pipeline, Obasanjo said, go and bring a Sari, bring a Tompolo, bring a boy loaf, bring a... I can't remember all their names anymore. They took them to Abuja. They sent private jets, presidential jet rather, presidential jet to go and bring them from Port Harcourt. All of them assembled in Port Harcourt. Obasanjo flew them to Abuja. When they got to Abuja, they lodged them in Sheraton hotels. They made them enjoy life. After 4 days or a week, they said Obasanjo is too busy. He's, in fact, out of the country. He can't meet them anymore. That they need to go back. When Obasanjo is back, he will send for them again. So they flew them back to Port Harcourt, gave them some money, make them feel good. Few months after that, Obasanjo said he wants to meet with them for peace. So Niger Delta militants, Niger Delta this and that. Obasanjo said, send for them again. But this time around, the story don't change. When they landed in Abuja, they were, instead of taking them to the presidential suite of Sheraton hotels in Abuja, this is a story Asari Dokubo told me himself. Because, you know, me, I get my ways around where from the beginning, I get my ways around of bringing people onto my Egun's Diary Political until it became clearer that I am not like everyone else. Do you get what I mean? Like, he's not somebody who is looking for this kind of attention or getting starstruck about names and all of that. It's never really going to be easy to manipulate of kind of thing. Very, very kind of a tough guy. But he used to be my friend. He used to come on my Egun's Diary Political. He told me the story himself. He said, when they landed in Abuja, instead of being taken to Sheraton Hotel, Niger Delta militants, and they were the leaders of Niger Delta struggle. They just moved them straight to Kuje prison, underground cell. All of them. All the Niger Delta leaders, all of them, Tompolo, I can't remember all their names. Some of you will, I'm just trying to remind you the story. But last, after 8 months, Obasanjo released them. Then something happened. Yaradua came and he gave amnesty. So when it was time for Yaradua to negotiate with Niger Delta, because everybody they negotiate with Niger Delta leaders, you know, they are leaders. Edwin Clark, you know, those guys, all those old men. Now waiting those now their own career be that. Their career is Niger Delta career. So when federal government want to talk, now Edwin Clark and co. But they are getting old until the militants came. So Yaradua decided to go straight to the militants. You know, if you spend 8 months in jail now, and somebody go say, you know, be militant leader. That was how Asari Dokubo came to money. Serious money. No joke. Serious money. He's so rich that he was able to build himself a private university in another country. Funded well. Good enough. I don't know every other thing, but Asari they do. Then Nnamdi Kanu came. But before Nnamdi Kanu came, he don't get wahala with Jonathan. But I said, no, Jonathan no renew the contract. Something shall happen, He can't attack Jonathan like seriously. But when the Boko Haram and gang were desperate, looking for ways to crack into Jonathan's base, Asari was very, very loyal. You know what happened? Boko Haram promised them that if they can support him against Jonathan, he is going to renew the contract that Jonathan cancelled. And what is that contract? Pipeline, protecting pipeline. The pipeline that they borrow money to build, that they are using to lift crude oil, lift oil out of Niger Delta. Even with all the oil, gas flaring, oil spillage, all the environmental degradation and everything, as long as money they come inside the hand of people who manage to climb the ladder of the struggle, it no matter. So the contract to guide the pipeline, as the Fulani terrorists and their co are taking the oil of Niger Delta, pumping it away. That was the contract that Jonathan, they said, cancelled, didn't renew, and got these guys angry. And when, indeed, to be fair, in fairness, Asari Dokubo told me and said, Boko Haram, they're not born and well. He renewed their contract. He's paying them. No matter what he says about Boko Haram, they are paying him. They are paying the contract, or else oil no go flow for Niger Delta. Do you understand? Then Jonathan can't lose. Boko Haram, can't become what he became. Biafra struggle happened. And so Asari Dokubo said, he is the leader of the Biafra from the coastal Biafra, Niger Delta, everywhere. He is the leader. And he actually blessed Nnamdi Kanu. After speaking to Nnamdi Kanu, they became friends temporarily. And Asari defended Nnamdi Kanu. You cannot do this too. So when Nnamdi Kanu got arrested, Asari was everywhere too, like for some time. Suddenly, when Nnamdi Kanu got away from those who wanted to kill him in 2017, and then Nnamdi Kanu resurfaced, I don't know what happened. Now, so Uncle Alhaji Asari Dokubo suddenly just, this Biafra struggle, we have to redefine it. We can't know where Baba Dey now, but he's said a lot. He's done a lot. In one of the reports that we received prior to the kidnapping of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, there was this alleged meeting between delegation of IPOB and Asari Dokubo in Benin Republic. Please tell me, where is that Asari Dokubo's university again? Please tell me. I have my reason for telling you this story. Don't worry. It's a bit long. Yeah, I know. You're going to get what I mean now. What's that? Where is that Asari Dokubo University again? That one they built, is it in Togo or Ivory Coast or Benin Republic? Cotonou. Okay, they said it's in Cotonou. Cotonou is Benin Republic. Okay, so fair enough. So there was this alleged meeting between a delegation, an alleged IPOB delegation that met with Asari Dokubo in Cotonou. But something happened. Those people got arrested before Nnamdi Kanu issue at all. Those people got arrested. Even though that news didn't really fly long, before we were broken with Nnamdi Kanu's kidnap from abduction from Benin, from Kenya. I don't know if some of you remember this. I'm going to give you a sec to see if any of you remember this incident in Benin Republic when they said they arrested IPOB members in Benin Republic. This was before Mazi Nnamdi Kanu got kidnapped in May in Kenya. You remember? If one person said they remember, I'm fine. So they said this alleged meeting was between Asari and this IPOB delegation, and they were apprehended by Benin Republic officials, and Nigerian papers reported it. I think they later got released. by, by their lawyers and all of or what have you. But it was not long after that, Asari Dokubo came online and he bragged of how he was going to ensure that Nnamdi Kanu, if he's living under the ground, they will find him and they will bring him to Nigeria. How many of you remember that video? I'm just trying to get you to connect the dots now, like helping you to, so that I can then take you back to Anambra. And maybe you can then understand it better. That doesn't make any sense if they blame the insecurity going on in Anambra or any insecurity going on in Eastern Nigeria today on Nnamdi Kanu and avoiding all of these dots I have just pointed out. Just few days after that video, when IPOB members were going after Asari Dokubo, you this, you that, shut up, you this, you that, Nnamdi Kanu just went quiet on social media. Nobody told us anything, not even within the DOS, not even within his family, not even anywhere. Just blank out for, I counted the days, for 8 solid days. Between the 14th of May and 23rd of May. 8 straight days. You see, this event happened one after the other. But because the Nigeria, most of us, many of us actually react when something, breaking news now, all this I'm telling you right now, that is making you sit down there and be doing, okay, Mayegun, please, fast forward, fast. I want to know where you are going with this. Please, go on. I get what you mean. I mean, I'm following you. Another thing is going to happen tomorrow. And you're likely going to just forget this. That is why they call me a storyteller. Because I love to remind you, because everything, they just don't happen by accident. Then, boom. Malamu broke the news. They have arrested Nnamdi Kanu. Instead of saying we have kidnapped Nnamdi Kanu. I won't forget that first 2 hours. Even those my friends who are IPOB members, even those who are not even IPOB members, who are strong Biafran supporters. Oh boy, they attacked me for that first 2 hours. I had to delete the post because even me, I did doubt waiting at the read. Somebody like me that won't just come out and say, oh, blah, 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 because fake news. Mayegun, shut up, this and that. All those things, don't they too go down well, especially if you know you are sharing fake news. But it's more painful if you are sharing a fact, but you are also in doubt. Even me, that I've verified from multiple sources, when I said Nnamdi Kanu has been arrested and brought back to Nigeria within 20 minutes, 1,000 angry faces, 2,000 comments. Mayegun, I didn't expect this from you. How dare you, Mayegun? This is what I'm talking about. You see all these Yorubas, you cannot trust them. Even you, Mayegun, you believe that they can just arrest Nnamdi Kanu like that. Even you, Mayegun, that I believe you are smart. So me say, if I come sit down there, they say, oh boy, not true. How can they just arrest Nnamdi Kanu? What is going on? Did he fly to Nigeria? Well, okay. I say it's not true. I went back to the photo, to the pictures. I was like, I've been a Photoshop. It's not too clear. But I said a Photoshop. It's not. 2 hours later, Showore was in court, and they confirmed it. And I'm like, oh boy, it don't happen. Oh. But when you look back, and you look at how those things happened, and you look back again, to 2017, when they tried to kill him. and they killed 28 people in what they called Operation Python Dance. So I decided to sit back. Now that I'm seeing what they are doing in Anambra, suddenly, now every day shooting, every day killing, but it's easier to blame it on IPOB. And I'm like, wait. In 2017, it was the same thing. Nigeria said, Nnamdi Kanu said, then he was on bail. And he met with people. And he said, we want Biafra. If they don't give us Biafra, there will be no election in Biafra land. I remember. And it was around April 2017. Now, so story change, somebody that was supposed to appear in court in October 2017, they could no longer wait again. Then they said they want to do Operation Python Dance. And boom, Operation Python Dance was to go to Eastern Nigeria and start picking people who are following Nnamdi Kanu because they are potential terrorists. Because they said there will be no election. But back then, the game was for, I think it was for Ngige, the Okija, Shatabandu. It was the plan to make Ngige also their governor, APC. So it was easier to say, let us blame IPOB. But, the story is different now. Because within 4 years, after they failed to kill Nnamdi Kanu, in 2017, today, IPOB has now been declared a terrorist organization. So, but it is the same playbook. In 2017, Nnamdi Kanu said there will be no election. And suddenly, Operation Python Dance. And suddenly, Nnamdi Kanu must be killed or captured alive. Suddenly, the entire Eastern Nigeria got militarized. They sent armor tank. They sent soldiers. You know what I'm talking about? Now, this is 2021. Anambra election is November, just few days away. So, the same pattern. More crime, more insecurity, more attacks. More people getting killed every day. And guess what? Blaming Nnamdi Kanu. You know why? Shebina them talk say there will be no election. Then they are the one now trying to fight military. They are the one now trying to stop election now. It is Nnamdi Kanu now. I don't know if you are paying attention. No. I know many of you are. But if you are still probably not getting it, I am talking about 4 years after they tried to kill Nnamdi Kanu. And this time around, they didn't try to kill him in Kenya. Maybe they would have killed him in Kenya if they had the chance, because within those 8 days they had him, we probably would have never heard anything about Nnamdi Kanu again. But we don't know what they are up to. Maybe, for some reason, that those who are closer to Nnamdi Kanu, for 8 straight days, they could not raise alarm that we have not heard from the director for 8 days. And I bet you that also contributed to some of the fights, division, criticism that some of you are now fighting yourselves today about the whole secrecy around the kidnapping and abduction of Nnamdi Kanu. That if you don't hear from somebody a day, you will raise alarm. Hello, we have not heard from, Well, for straight 8 days, nobody told us anything that they didn't hear from. Even his own scheduled broadcast was cancelled, and nobody heard anything. But they didn't kill him. They decided to bring him to Nigeria like a trophy for Anambra election. Not just Anambra election. The story has changed. It's no longer about election. It is about the power grab, but something you are not paying attention to. As many of you are so busy, and I think I may not be able to even convince some of you with what I'm telling you right now. They may not make any sense to you because you have already bought into that propaganda of unknown gunmen are IPOB members. Since they can walk about and pick anybody from on the street and say, is IPOB member, and put a cap on him. See me now. Me, I'm not IPOB member. But I am a freeborn who can make his choices, especially when those choices are legal. Right? But if they capture me right now, they will display me as a commander of IPOB, Odogbolu branch. They may even say I'm the coordinator for Southwest. Their media will put all my pictures there. They will put guns before me. They will put military uniform. All these things I've never seen in my life. They'll put them before me. They will take pictures after beating me blue-black. Sure, they'll beat me like hell because I'm a terrorist, right? Then they will put everything before me and they will say, yeah, talk. And you don't say me if he talk. Even though I will not talk, they will just have to kill me anyway, right? But there are some beatings that possibly will make me begin to speak in language. And they'll say, hey, so this Mayegun serve na coded spy. I talk him. Say, I am the one coordinating the movement of a weapon from Benin Republic to Seme, to, you know what I'm talking. They can beat me to that point, but they would rather kill me. People like me are not really beaten. I'm just good for the camera. See that Mayegun, that boy with the Glasgow, the young rubbish. That boy that is talking nonsense. We kidnapped him from Italy. He was there with one Ashewo in Italy. Right? So we saw him and he was arrested by Interpol. It brought him to Nigeria. He's supporting Nnamdi Kanu. He's the one leading the global directorate for, they can make all that up. And some of you will believe. So that is why, whatever I tell you right now, I won't really be surprised if you don't believe me, if they don't make sense to you. Of course, I mean, I'm just speaking my own mind. I'm not spending a lot of money to plant this everywhere so that you can see my video and say, hey, 1 million view. Oh boy, this guy must be making a lot of sense. So, my videos are just 10,000, 20,000. 30,000, 40,000 for those who have time to watch. So people who spend a lot of money pay people to tell you all these lies. And they put a lot of things behind them as evidence. I only have my microphone to tell you this. So if it doesn't make sense to you, of course I understand. I'll try again some other time anyway. But look at what is going on in Anambra. Is it difficult for you to flash back to 2017 and then look at what is going on this time around? They didn't plan to kill him this time around. Because even back then, the order was dead or alive, get us Nnamdi Kanu. So that if we kill him, maybe his boys, we have seen the crowd, maybe they'll start fighting so that we can kill them and blame them for whatever happened in Anambra. January this year, unknown gunmen no dey Anambra. February this year, unknown gunmen no dey Anambra. But they have told you to blame IPOB. But have they also told you that almost the entire APGA, Ojuku's party, have now crossed over to APC, Egbekegbe in Anambra? The deputy governor of Anambra State is now a member of APC. When they asked him, you have been with this governor for almost 8 years. How come? Now, this last minute, he said, Obiano does not rate him or value him right. He no value him correctly. APC came with a better price. They priced me right. That's what he said. Word for word, though. He said APC priced him right. They paid the right price. Therefore, himself and his entire household, they are moving to the greener pasture, the ruger pasture, to go and support APC to win Anambra. Commissioners, half of the House of Assembly, they have decamped to APC, Egbekegbe, to make sure that APC, that's Ojuku party, APGA, What do they call them again? All Progressive Grand Alliance, Abi? APGA. All Progressive Grand Alliance. Now, Ojuku Party. Ojuku Party. People will use Ojuku Party come to power. After they destroyed Anambra, they destroyed the economic well-being of the people of Anambra. After they managed a bad deal in the name of the people of Anambra, they realized that, this Fulani carrot, not too bad at all. Oh. See, hopeless who's or danger. Is protected. He's got the Godfather. He's safe. You better me will join this gang. Go $150 million. No be joke. Hopeless who's or danger. Smile to the bank. The money he couldn't make when he was doing Yahoo. Hopeless who's or danger is smiling to the bank every time as he watches his own people being slaughtered by the Fulani terrorists, by the Nigerian terrorists, Nigerian military. But they won't tell you that. Oh, they have told you. IPOB said there will be no election. They are the reason why APC is going to capture Anambra. Now IPOB tell APGA members to decamp to APC. Now them. Is it IPOB that told the half of Anambra House of Assembly to decamp to APC? IPOB said they are not participating. Now, maybe all of you are not even paying attention. If you see an average IPOB member, they don't have voters card. They don't have any plan to vote. They can't vote. And they said there will be no election because they are in the majority. But they said the same thing in 2017. We are not participating. We're not going to be part of that. But if you call us for a referendum, yes, we'll participate. They didn't participate in 2017 election. Guess what? APGA win landslide. Sorry, dear, I don't feel it for my head. I actually managed to hold this that long for over an hour. That's great, guys. And they get too much eats for diet if I put too much, if I put cap for too long. Some said, Mayegun, we need to put crown on your head. I said, you see, don't exaggerate things or don't overrate things or. Because now for there, if you put crown for my head, I say, Mayegun, you are the king of, just make sure say the crown no get cover. It just be like this Father Christmas crown, all these ones will be say, and I go to receive here, and you go put one fan for my palace, put one fan, and it will be blowing. I'm a terrible person when it comes to fashion. Trust me, I just wear anything. But I'm beginning to like caps now, anyway. Especially caps that really say something like that. And I hope I get used to that anyway. They don't have voters' cards. How can you blame people who don't even have voters' card? They are not interested. And even those who have the voters' card who are not IPOB members, in solidarity, they said they would rather stay at home. Now, look around you. Look at all these shootings. Look at all these killings. Look at all these illegal arrests and all these extrajudicial killings. Undocumented killings in Anambra today, all because of election. Listen to me. Immediately after the election, boom, the next one is going to be for them to blow up the southeast of Nigeria for 2023. They will just bring them again. Suddenly, you start seeing killings again. You start shooting here and there. IPOB this, IPOB that. But you are missing the point. When you agree with them, when you believe them, what you're doing is you are enabling them. That is exactly where they want you to be. And when Mayegun says what they are doing in Anambra is, what should I call it? What crime can we put in the category of genocide, ethnic cleansing? They have a name for it. State coordinated terror. That is what is going on in Eastern Nigeria, which has the local player and foreign player I have given you few names, instances of people you should probably look at and say, how did they come about kidnapping Nnamdi Kanu? How? These Fulanis are not really that smart. Some people must be doing some things there that actually, you know, I mean, and the same people they need to do something to make sure that you believe that the reason why they have to keep Nnamdi Kanu is because of what is going on in Eastern Nigeria. But they're not going to give you a chance to pair them together, to put the pieces together. Because if they allow you to put the pieces together, all the propaganda won't make sense to you. Because the first thing you will expect people to do is that the level of intelligence they said they have, at this point, the government should be honest enough and straightforward, right? Innocent people should never be dragged into all of this in order to make and justify the ongoing ethnic cleansing in Eastern Nigeria. Being honest means if anyone commits crime, hold them for their crime. IPOB members don't have voters card. They don't even know their polling unit or anywhere. They said they are going to sit at home. What else do you want them to do on the day of election? They can't vote. Blame them as you like. In 2017, it worked for APGA. And the people who were in APGA in 2017, who told you that if they lost Anambra, it was because of IPOB. They didn't lose Anambra. They managed to pull it off. Now, they want to blame IPOB again, but they are not telling you that the people who made that happen in 2017, many of them are now in APC. So if they announce APC tomorrow, now, that's just like a license certification for them to go and kill IPOB member. Because you see all this PDP, Atifku, morons, all these articulated looters, articulated thieves. Those who have been waiting they always wait for their turn every 4 years, by the way. They did their convention. So before they tell you to blame IPOB, I don't know if what I just told you probably make any sense to you. The people that are bringing APC to power in Anambra, they are the same people who kept APGA in power for these 4 years. Blame IPOB for all you like. Yes, there are those who want to take their own pound of flesh from Nnamdi Kanu in what they called insubordination, and Nnamdi Kanu take over the glory of something they started, like, you know, many of them, unfortunately. They know that Nnamdi Kanu has no money like them, but they feel like if Nnamdi Kanu should utilize the resources he has genuinely, if he should make use, or in fact, if he should direct those resources against them. See, listen, these guys will go to a complete extinction, no joke. And that scares them. So the payback is this witchcraft that they don't like to confess to. You know that jealousy is the witchcraft that people don't like to confess to. If I say, Baba, Nnamdi Kanu, one voice, person will not get he no get single control over IPOB account or what have you. He doesn't have the power to say, how much did IPOB members contributed this month? They say, director, all over the world, IPOB members contributed $150,000, 70,000 euros. This, that. 100,000 pounds. And Nnamdi Kanu will just be like, hey, money don't come. Tell me, which kind of car you buy now? No. Before I buy car, which kind of house, palace I can buy here in the UK and one back in Abia, where I come from? For 10 years, Nnamdi Kanu lives in his flat in London. A flat that he pays rent on. Nnamdi Kanu uses the regular same public transportation like many of you, just like a regular guy, but who has a very, very powerful following. Because he lives in the Western world, he knows. Why would he have to steal people's money when he can't personally afford that? If he faced his life, maybe he would have been a rich guy too. I mean, I don't want to go into that. He would have been a rich guy, a very well-to-do guy. if he just uses the followings of the IPOB alone to make money for himself, it will be one of the top media personality talking about independence of Biafra if he doesn't go into, if he wants to use that platform to make money for himself. But the guy lives in a flat in London, with his family, lives in a flat, like a regular guy, moderate guy, working a job like every normal guys. And for once, he's never been accused of any flamboyancy, any kind of, this thing they told you about flying first class, blah, 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 blah. I will fly first class, so if anybody buy me ticket and say, Mayegu, can you come to Canada and deliver a speech to the Yorubas in Quebec, in Montreal? Maybe so I'll give you my CV. So I'll say, well, and the criteria, I beg, I know like economy. Now long flights, it's no good for my health. If you want to make a come now, make you get me small one, will be like wish here, so that I can, I say, am I going? No, forget it. We'll buy you first class. First class. And if I enter first class, if people value me, buy me first class, I'll take selfie. Canada trip. I'll just do like that. I'll flex it if people value you that much. But when I come back from Canada, I'll come back into my 3-bedroom flats or 2-bedroom flats in Glasgow. I will turn on my eating. And then I'll be like, how is Canada? How is Quebec? I'll be like, it was a very wonderful trip. They even put me inside one hotel. Oh boy, if you see that hotel, man, forget it. They get spa. They treated me as a Mayegu. That doesn't make me a rich guy. Nnamdi Kanu, somebody like him. The only thing they fear most is what he has. They're scared of what he has. The politicians are scared. Those who started the Biafran struggle, who feel like they're not getting the real recognition or respect. And some of you, IPOB members, some of you self know nice. When you go for people, if people attack Nnamdi Kanu, when you go for them like say, oh boy, now another world war on the social media. You were so bad that Nigeria had to shut down Twitter. They banned Twitter because of you. So everybody is scared. They're like, see, every small thing, all this Biafran, they will just be abusing people. Any small thing you say about Nnamdi Kanu, they will just attack you and say, but why you self there? Which one be any small thing? They call Nnamdi Kanu fraudster. Meanwhile, Nnamdi Kanu never collected money from you. Nobody has come out and say, Nnamdi Kanu took money from me. He lied to me about Biafra and he took my money. I haven't seen any allegation. Nothing. Then you go online, you say, it's Biafra. And somebody say, you be Alimajiri, you be Fulani slave, you be this. You see all these Biafrans, they can't even take criticism. Bros, tell yourself, is that criticism? Because you don't like Nnamdi Kanu. You call him a fraud. You call him a scam. You call Biafra fraud. And they come for you like as usual, because these guys, some people said, but how you manage these guys that they are so cool on Mayegun's diary political. I say, well, I just try to keep it real. You get what I mean? I try to keep it real, just with everyone. They are not the only one I'm keeping it real with. I relate with every situation. Everyone who is facing that persecution from the same establishment in Nigeria, I relate with everyone. That is why when I talk, you say, this Mayegun should be the leader of Yoruba nation. Baba, calm down. He never reach. I am not Nnamdi Kanu. Trust me. No, I'm not. I'm not Oloye Sunday Adeyemo Igboho. You see, now the struggle, they choose people. If you choose the struggle, Baba, now waiting they happen to Nwazurike and the rest of them, intimidation, low self-esteem. Don't try to be like Nnamdi Kanu. Don't try to be like Igboho. Don't try to be like Mayegun. Just be real. Some people will say, you don't understand why we love Mayegun. And it's true. People love Mayegun for different reasons. So when you see the IPOB member, they are like, not that they actually like everything I say every time. No, not far from it. But they have learned to respect me because I earned it. Ask them. Read the comments. I earned it. I am very, very sincere. I can't do more than that. They said, Mayegun, you are doing a great job. You don't know what you are doing. And I'm like, okay, thank you. I mean, it must be great. Thank you. You don't know how you are opening people's eyes. You are changing people's mind. I said, okay, thank you. But keeping it real, keeping it simple, keeping it straight. You don't have to lie. And one thing is this. One thing I've learned is that if you tell the truth about everything, you may be wrong, but you won't be lying. Okay? It means that when you say something, it's all you know. There are people who know more, right? So just say what you know, sincerely, openly. I say, now my opinion, no, if you want murder me, murder me. If you don't want to attack me, attack me. The sincerity in it will make everybody say, okay, I like this guy. I like this guy. I actually like this guy. That's how I manage. But you can't call Nnamdi Kanu fraud without evidence, without proof, without anything. You can't call them thugs, miscreants. We're talking about professionals. People who have made mark in their lives. And they found somebody who could actually connect the dots and make them feel home and want to go home from wherever they are all over the world. They don't give a damn about what you think of him. They saw the link. They saw the light. You haven't seen it. Of course, fine. They are not miscreants. They are not touts. Have you actually met them? So that is not criticism. That's what I'm trying to say. IPOB members don't want anybody to speak their mind. They don't want people to give them another opinion. You can give opinions. Yes, you can. I have shared opinions with them. Many times on Mayegun's Diary Political. Some of them, they've told me, Mayegun, forget that. If you walk. Say, well, what about restructuring? Mayegun, forget that. If you walk. We don't tell you, Mayegun. See, forget it, if you walk. What about regional? Mayegun, but you still listen to Mayegun. You know why? Because there are a million and one things that you can actually connect your story. If you know that the people behind this whole machination, the people behind this whole criminality, they have the capacity to end it. How about you releasing Nnamdi Kanu? Open up a negotiation, a kind of a dialogue, a process that douse tension. And if there is any other group or anyone from anywhere fomenting trouble, Nnamdi Kanu, you will know they are always non-violent. You have provoked them enough. But they haven't been violent still. How about you free all the illegally imprisoned IPOB members, everywhere? Free them on a good, they call it goodwill, sort of something like let's use some sort of a goodwill. Let's give some goodwill, a bit of a goodwill. We'll release Nnamdi Kanu. Is Nnamdi Kanu all about referendum? Yeah? Is he all about Biafra referendum? Okay, fine. Let's see how he's going to pull that off, okay? This is not illegal. Release him. Unproscribed by POB. Free all those people you illegally detain. And if you have seen anybody committed any crime, kill policemen or kill anything, arrest them and let them have access to legal representation. You see, when you do all these things, right, it will douse tension. Another thing, right? The terrorists that continue to make everything Nnamdi Kanu say to people real. Because you see, you may not like him. Let me put it this way. His approach and all of you may have somehow kind of scared you for so long. Thank you, Sister Dupe Adeniji. Thank you for that. Carry on. I beg go. Osheshen Thank you very much, Daun Yewa. So you see, I question Yewa, that's actually something I remember just now. Somebody said, Mayegun, don't forget to always tell us that Ralph Chiamaka, my brother. You see these ones, eh? They are one of the IPOB diehard. You see Ralph, eh? Ralph is one of the diehard IPOB members that have become so tired of the attacks because of so many people's ignorance. The attacks on IPOB, right? Is one of those who have become so tired and they are no longer taking it lightly with everyone on social media. You know why? Because what you called criticism, they are not criticism. What does Nnamdi Kanu want? The answer is he wants referendum. So that there are Biafrans who don't want to break away from Nigeria. Of course. But there are still Biafrans who want to break away from Nigeria. How do you figure them out? Give them referendum. Let them vote. Let them decide their own fate. If you want to defeat Nnamdi Kanu, give them referendum. If the Biafran vote to be part of Nigeria, Nnamdi Kanu said, I will disappear forever. But you can't call him a fraud. You can't deny the killings of innocent people by this, your DSS, your military, and come online and call them fraud and celebrate the murder of these people, the killings. And you call that criticism. IPOB members don't like criticism. They always worship Nnamdi Kanu. If you say anything about Nnamdi Kanu, they are just going to attack you. Are you sure you are actually not just saying what I've just said now? Are you sure? Eh? To some of you, na cruise. To some of you, na joke. Well, you see, Raf. I just introduced Raf to you. So, Raf, thank you so much for your super chats. You hand it, bro, me. Raf is one of those our brothers who grew up in Yoruba land. Genuinely, the people who actually were supposed to be, we're supposed to be Southerners, Southern Nigeria, like share our trouble. Again, thanks so much for that, Raf. That's why I call you one name the number one of Biafra. Love you loads. I love you too, bro. Thank you so much.
We have got the opportunity to serve again for additional 4 years. And Nigerians will know the difference.
Somebody said Ralph is not a member of IPOB. You see, that's part of the bone of contention. I'm not going to delve much into that. What makes somebody a member of IPOB? I'm going to leave that for now because that's not my intention tonight. Maybe I should do something on that just for the sake of those who are asking. Okay? Segregation. You are not our member. You are not with us. Yet, these are the people who are contributing a lot, using their platform to ensure that many of us continue to believe that Biafra is possible. They may not mean so much to you because maybe they didn't come under the kind of your approval. But again, if you remember what I told you before, that you may have different opinions and all of that, but if you pay attention very well, you are all fighting the same enemy, the same system, and it doesn't matter who is there. PDP, APC, it doesn't matter. All right? If you ask for a referendum under PDP, they will kill you. If you ask for self-determination or anything, if you fly any Biafran flag, don't think when PDP comes, they are going to unprescribe IPOB. No. Your intention is to break away from Nigeria. Their intention is to see how many votes they can get from Biafra land. So they will join them to kill you. You get what I mean now? So, your division shouldn't really matter. Who is this? Who is that? But the goal, again, I will find another day to really talk about that. Olowo, thank you so much, brother. Somebody asked similar question about differences. Maybe, where people say you are not doing enough. And somebody actually asked Showore that question. And that's the video that comes to my mind. The moment somebody said, Ralph is not a member of IPOB. Some of you are also saying that Simon is not a member of IPOB. Only if you understand what that simply means for those of you who are believing that, right? But this is the video that comes to my mind, and I think I should share it with you. Showore give a better answer than myself.
With respect to colleagues, Showore, Sabas, and others, please, I want to hear this, please. We are the ones that have failed Nigeria. So less, Sakaras, and myself inclusive. Why do I say that? When we are going on, when we are into journalism, we have some people we are looking up to. In the human rights world, we have the likes of Chimabani, we have a lot of team, whenever we have an issue, we go to them, they give us populate and facilitate. Today, who are the people we are guiding? Are we bringing anybody up? The people of this generation of Sankaras, of Sokoret, they have failed this nation. Because we know those people who are the popular and so-called popular, they are our problem. But in those days, when they are the problem, we still have people that are guiding us. Today, who can really say it's our Ghanaian that when guys take over the students happen, Kuroto? Who? I think not.
That his generation was responsible for the situation in Nigeria, and he mentioned my name. And I'm one of the people who is part of the generation that is doing nothing about the situation in Nigeria. I disagree fundamentally with that. I said to you as a lawyer that you are a disappointment to me as a victim of the system. When I was locked up by the Buhari regime, you are not one of the lawyers that came to defend me. So before I know that you are blaming here, let the defense. The court of Abuja spends 400,000 naira per night to defend me. You sat in your law firm. Wherever you are practicing, did nothing about it. Students are getting expelled. You sat in your law firm, doing nothing about it. You want Gani to come back again, to come and defend people. If Femi Falana didn't exist, I would not have graduated from the University of Lagos. He started defending me since 1992. Has never collected a dime from me. If I go to you today, I doubt that you can buy me a recharge card. Yes, because you don't care about me. The other thing you care about is to come and decimate the little we are doing. In this struggle, we must enter a different level of consciousness. People don't understand that what they hear about revolutions that happened, they didn't happen overnight. The French Revolution took over 10 years before it became a revolution that we refer to today. Fidel Castro did not win the Cuban Revolution overnight. And those who are against agitation, let me tell you, in the last 10 years, in the last 20 years, the biggest agitation that has been shaking the political class in Nigeria is NSAS. NSAS. It may not have met your standard for organization. It may not have met your expectation for a revolutionary undertaking. But it did happen, and those in power were afraid to the point that even Buhari, who is typically very taciturn, said these guys were coming after us. They want to come and overthrow us from power. You may not like agitation, but you are not going to dislodge the criminals in Nigeria without an agitation. They must be threatened, and they must know that the heaven is about to fall on them before they can leave us and let us reorganize ourselves.
Do you get that, yeah? When you say people are not meeting your standard of who should be called IPOB member, people who you have seen make so much contribution. Even me, Mayegun, there are IPOB members on Mayegun's Diary Political that will tell you, the contribution that Mayegun's Diary Political contributed to this struggle, no be joke, no be here. Am I IPOB member? Are you not going to you are probably suspecting me? Those of you who have that kind of small mind towards people that are doing the little and the much to keep the fire burning, doing it at their own free will. But when you go about and you say, and that one is a revolution now, go away. You are not fighting for the right cause. Oh, you go away. You are not fighting for this. Oh, okay, you are Biafra. If you can say that to Simon, if you can say that to Raf, if you can say that to many people you are saying that to today, after all they have done, Who is then Mayegu? Me, I'm actually so used to being told, oh, Benny, get out, go away. I'll say, okay, you don't talk to that. I'll just go away. Now you go to find me later, say, no vex, I talk to you like that time. I say, no vex, okay. I know the vex. So, what happened? I be like, say, you are right. I understand that you are. I say, okay, fine. So, what do we do now? I am that kind of a guy. The segmentation that some of you already have buried in you is the reason why this harmonization, this this bridge building, that everybody is trying to, the barrier everyone is trying to break ahead and the rest of them. When you jump in and you say, it's not, I'm like, come on, man. You can't even hold it to yourself. You can't even hold it on. You are so triggered that you have to type it. God bless your souls. Right? I hope you got the message I'm telling you about all these divisions. They are the reasons why they are now haunting our brothers and our sisters who they are, or they already know who they are. But with the level of criminalities and terrorism they have set up in eastern Nigeria, the same one they are setting up in western Nigeria, the Yoruba land. Since you and I will be like, we'll deny, no, you are not one of us. Oh, we don't trust you. They can all go and get killed by Nigeria, licensed to kill. And look at Anambra 2021. Look at Anambra 2017. And you will get the picture of whatever is going to happen in Anambra in the next 6 days. And don't join them blaming IPOB, because it's going to get worse. Some of you have already heard about PDP new youth leader, the youth leader, national youth leader of PDP, 25 years old young man. It's amazing. I mean, great. Only that, if that's all about it, you know what I mean? The young man is from the College of Sheikh Osama bin Gumi. The same Sheikh Osama bin Gumi that trained, what's be that guy name? That what's it they call him again? That pants bomber, or what's it they call him again? That guy that will try to bomb a plane wearing the bomb, wearing a bomb that's like a pants. The last time I asked people to tell me, Abdulmutalab, that's his name. But they have a name for him so that people will go online now to go and search for him. They call him, is it pants bomber? Tell me, please. I know it's Abdulmutalab, please. Underwear. They call him Pata. Some people, they call him Drossi. So I'm trying to find the right one that will actually suit exactly what people can go and search for. I can't tell you to go and search for Drossi bomber or Pata bomber. So thank you very much. Underwear, you know. That boy, Abdulmutalab, the son to former chairman of First Bank of Nigeria Limited. You have all heard about NASCO, Abi? You've heard about, what's it they call them? NASCO Group, or what's it they call them? NASCO Cabin Biscuits, NASCO Biscuits, Abi, you know. Abdulmutalab, the boy that wanted to, Christmas Day bomber, that wanted to bomb American passenger plane, is in jail in America right now, serving it life imprisonment. The new youth leader of PDP is a student of Sheikh Osama bin Gumi. And that is something you should feel concerned about, by the way. Okay? It's a pandemic. Malamu. And the rest of those gangs who have managed to take over, the jihadists who have managed to entrench and bury themselves in Buhari's, in Nigeria's institutions today. And so a lot has opened our eyes now. We've seen a lot. The young man is charming. Kind of somebody who prepared for the political PR that PDP want to use him for, because PDP says they are coming to rescue you from Buhari, Atifku, Saraki, Kwakwanso. They are coming to rescue you from Buhari. And they need all this face of young people, considering what you have been through, especially young people in Nigeria, in the last 6 years under Buhari. So the guy is prepared. Teleprompter. Even me, we say I feel be your president in Nigeria. Are you not enjoying this speech? If I'm giving you speech, imagine if I have to go and study and I want to deliver speech on anything. Oh boy, imagine if I get people I'm paying. If I'm paying people now to do my speech. Everybody here, and they put teleprompter. Me, professional. You go see me do like this. This my ego speaks very, very good and correct English. Now, because I no get script writer, that's why some of you are finding error in my English. And I've challenged all of you. I am from Ijebu, right? I can speak English language to the point that you can at least understand what I'm saying, yeah? Bring anybody from this England or anybody from anywhere from the UK, make him come speak Ijebu fluently and tell me if myself will not be a professor marking the script. No. I'm paying wa. Láti pè wá yìí bó ṣe máa pè rèé ṣó gbọ́ bó ṣe máa pè ìyẹn ṣó máa you know. I'll be a language teacher. If you can bring anybody from England to speak Ijebu to you fluently like this. But if I have a script writer, people that are, everybody, like ready, paparazzi, media, everybody, you are going to be a poster boy. You are 25 years old. Very good package to attract the youth and say, PDP is the choice. Come to PDP. Let us rescue you. Come. Let's rescue you. But the guy is not a professional like me where I don't do no script. Where we say, now craze at the take broadcast, craze, anger. When you just sit down and you are reading comments somewhere. And you see some people, they say, so you're like, people, inshallah. 7:10. Fellowship broadcast. Now anger they take come here, na rage. Something where they make me. I just, when I get here, I try to be very much like moderate. Over time. I don't perfect small. But this guy came, the poster boy for PDP.
I am Mohammed Kadada Suleiman. I am 25 years old, barely 2 years older than our beloved party. I symbolize both the content and character of the office I'm vying for. Over the years, our great party, the PDP, has been the subject of mockery and ridicule by the opposition, especially when persons considered to be old breed emerge as our national youth leaders. I have a strong belief and conviction that without a strong visionary youth leadership to mobilize the youth, no strategy will be executed effectively. The youth constitute over 51% of Nigerian population, and my emergence as the national youth leader of our great party will rekindle the hope of the youth who felt shortchanged in the scheme of things and will therefore rally around our great party to ensure its success in all elections at all levels. In the light of this, here I am, a dedicated party member that understands the yearning and aspirations of the youth constituency, offering myself to serve as the national youth leader of our great party in order to redeem its image and restore it back to the visions of its founding fathers. Nigeria.
We will work with you to build a Nigeria that is not corrupt. I bring you a message of hope.
We are going to spend a lot of resources on education.
That's your youth leader. I am not, you see, me, I am just Mayegun. There is, I don't have any power. I don't even have power to tell people what to do. Do you know that? Me, I don't get that kind of power to say, Hey, tomorrow, everybody sit at home. I don't get that kind of thing, except if I'm just dreaming and I'm in my dream and I'm trying to try some superpower out. Do you understand what I mean now? So now go do what you wanna go do. PDP go still jump inside their lagoon. Everybody go still do what they have to do. But me, mine is just to be your conscience, to say, just know what you are getting into. I told you it's the poster boy. There is a reason for it. Okay? However, APC, Egbe, what concern election. PDP is the craze. But if they pull it off, and you expect them to stop Gumi or arrest Gumi for meeting terrorists, maybe you have your answer there. I don't mean to scare you. I just thought I should show you. You get what I mean? The young man is good. He's, kind of pretends to be like somebody who is ready. But the system that brought him, they know why they brought him. He's not there. It's just to make you feel like you know what I'm talking about now. That's you. And if you already fell for it, even your activists, they are already celebrating it. It be like say PDP won't get them right now. Young person, 25 years, youth leader. I say, okay. Me, now here I go day. When everything busts, now here we go day. Let me say with the compete, because as you are celebrating, even swagger rice don't land for Lagos. I don't know. So that is swagger rice. Some people who want to listen to my message, after listening to my message, sometimes when Shakpa enter body, when Shakpa grab them, and Tifnumbu get bag of rice, 5 kg to give. Some people are ready to even stone me if they see me around that time and say, don't take it. That's the swagger rice, na fraud, na lie. Baba, you the craze. No, take on because we they listen to you, Abi. Say because we they come watch your video. It just say you get brain, we could come to tell us them will die for hunger. Who you help? Baba, who you help? Respect yourself, Umayegun. I know people who say that to me if they see me face to face. Hey, don't take it. Please tell them no. Tell them is Baba, you like say they never deck you, Abi. You go run. Baba, move. We they respect you, Umayegun. Now because we know you will go kill, And I have to respect myself and get away. Swagger food. That's why I said I don't have control over anybody. Okay? But I can help you meet the other people who have actually seen the light. Enough. But you are one of those who are still making it difficult for them to actually challenge these criminals and together crush them. You get what I mean now? It's all up to you. And I'm not going to blame you for any reason. So Swagger Rice is now available for those who might want to take their own order. You have been hearing about Zamfara Gold. I think you should see what it looks like. So that for those of you who are still championing one Nigeria, when your resources are being taken from southern Nigeria to fund their jihad in northern Nigeria. And I've told you, don't build your hope on PDP. You can. Okay. I'm not going to tell you what to do, okay? But think before you put down your hope there, because I know where it's going to end. Right? But you may not have seen Zamfara Gold before. Baba, now for picture with the Siam. Very, very painful. Bismillah.
Gentlemen of the press, good afternoon. I welcome you to this briefing which is organized to inform our fellow compatriots in the country and the world at large about a strategic decision by my administration to establish a gold reserve for Zamfara State. This strategic decision is part of the effort to prop up the economy of the state and guarantee the economic and social well-being of our people now and in the future. It is also the first of its kind by any state in the Federation. For a start, we have purchased 31 kilograms, not grams, kilograms of gold, only mined and refined by our artisanal miners, will subsequently continue to buy gold from our local market so as to gradually improve the reserve. The precious metal will be deposited in a designated bank. Even though our state, like other states of the Federation, is grappling with competing demand from the public and the resource at our...
I just want you to see what the gold look like, okay? And as Zamfara gold, make all of you know they look like, say, oh, well, see gold. See, which, you better close your eyes if you are from the southern Nigeria, which see gold. They are drilling many of those same gold. They are drilling them in every part of southern Nigeria. Many of you don't even know. But you see that Zamfara gold. Now Zamfara gold. Oh. Now the same Zamfara where they are killing farmers because they believe that there is gold under their farm, under the thing. They kill them. They start digging. The Zamfara governor says they will buy. They buy 31 kilogram. So now 31 kilogram or na 35 gigagram, it doesn't really matter. But stop saying, oh, well, see gold. I want to go on and on and on because there's something I also want to tell you too. But if I say my time has run out, I actually just use everything. I'm so sorry I didn't give room for every of you to come in and add yours, right? But let me tell you something. I was telling you the story of the attack on Justice Odili's house in Abuja. If you watch my previous video, you probably will catch up on that. But maybe I will find another time to really dwell on this. But do you want to see what it looked like when the Nigerian when this is a crazy story, right? Somebody wrote a petition and he sent the petition to the police. And in the petition, he said there's a particular house called House 7, Imo Street or Imo Road, somewhere in Abuja. And on record, people where they live for that place, they are judges. It's like judges' quarters and all of you. So somebody wrote a petition, Umaru something, Aliyu something, right? And he sent the petition to the police that he suspects some illegal movement, illegal activities in that house, House 7. The police, in their own way, according to them, they now approach the court, a magistrate court. They are talking about the Supreme Court jurist, the number 2 person to become the Chief Justice of Nigeria if anything happened to the current one, Tanko Tekinikality. And you know the cabal that brought Tanko Tekinikality 3 years ago. They know that Tanko Tekinikality will retire in 2023. And according to them, he's too slow for what they have in plan. They need to move him out. So they went to magistrate court and lied to magistrate court that Attorney General's office make a request that the police should go to that house and investigate what was going on there. House 7. The magistrate judge or justice or whatever just approved a warrant, search warrant for House 7. But when the police and their gang, when they with a face mask, DSS and co, when they got to the streets, they didn't go to House 7. They went straight to House 9. Guess who is living in House 9? Mary Odili, Justice Mary Odili, the next person to Tanko Tekinikality. There is already ongoing move to remove Tanko Tekinikality before 2023. But there's a problem. If they do it now, yeah, Mary Odili will have to be the next Chief Justice of Nigeria. They won't accept that. That will never work for what they plan to do in 2023. Trust me, they need somebody from their part who is ready to make sure that all the jurists in the Supreme Court, they will give the final, even if you take any case down there. So Mary Odili has to go, like Water or Noggin. Allegation of corruption, first attack their house, arrest people there, then tomorrow morning begin the media war, and Mary Odili will have to be forced to resign. Do you get what I mean now? Once she resign and leave, they can easily just get somebody who will be the next, who is a Fulani one anyway. Promote that person, and that will be the Chief Justice of Nigeria. Then the team is ready for 2023. They have declared state of emergency in Eastern Nigeria without telling you. So they need somebody from that Supreme Court when the Okasala will begin to burst. And Mary Odili can never be that. Let me show you what happened when they went to her house. It's too dark, but manage them. They listen to the sound. That was 2 days ago when they attacked the house of Justice Mary Odili. That's a justice. That house is the house. They received a warrant to search house 7. They abandoned house 7. Waiting concerned with house 7. Now the person were then told to write the thing. No use sense. Can't they write house 7? How 9 becomes 7? They know what they wanted. It is the house, intimidator, grabber, and all of that because number 1, she is the wife of the former governor of Rivers State, Peter Odili. Right? And Peter Odili, I don't know if he's still in PDP or he's already joined their APC. For some reason, right? They can't just let the wife become the Chief Justice. Meanwhile, she's going to retire next year. She's going to retire in May. So it's like 6 months away. 6 months for this terrorist in power in Nigeria. It's like 6 years. They can't wait. That's why they put that stunt. Maybe now that they have realized that, oh boy, this was a mistake. Oh, we shouldn't have done it. Malamu has denied. EFCC denied. Police denied. The magistrate court judge that gave the search warrant apologized and said it was misled. Now, they want to make it look like it never happened. No, it didn't happen. Now, maybe they will now have to wait for Mary Odili to retire in May 2022 before they remove Tanko Tekinikality. Right today's days now. We'll talk more about it next time. Let me go to bed because I also have a work tomorrow. Our time has changed. So whenever I say 9 p.m. now, just know that it is going to be 10 p.m. in Nigerian time, which means you should also adjust your time. In the UK now we are now 1 hour behind you, which means you are now 1 hour ahead of us. If you are using Nigerian time to check on if my Ego is going to be live every 9 p.m., change that time to 10 p.m. now if you are watching me from Nigeria. Or else, you probably are going to miss out on this many times, okay? But again, my friends on YouTube, before you go, my friends on Facebook, if you haven't really followed me on YouTube, subscribe, right? I think you should do. If you have Gmail, you have Google. Do you know that? All you have to do is what? Once you have Gmail account, sign in into YouTube, okay? Your account is there, it's always there, your name, everything, right? If you do have Gmail account, open one. It's your email. You can use it for every other correspondence and what have you, right? Go on to YouTube. Subscribe on my Political. Set up the notification, okay? And then I'm going to see you some other time. Until then, give me that like under that video. I'll see you again, and good night.
Ani esunraki Mayegun ti dé Mayegun ti dé Òjèlú esunraki Mayegun ti dé Ani esunraki Mayegun ti dé Lórí Facebook Mayegun ti dé Ani esunraki Mayegun ti dé Lórí YouTube Mayegun ti dé Ani esunraki Mayegun ti dé Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́ Ani esunraki Mayegun ti dé Ijó ìgbádìyẹ Ani esunraki Mayegun ti dé Presido bá rúfin o Ani esunraki Mayegun ti dé Gómìnà kówó jẹ Ani esunraki Mayegun ti dé Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí fa Ani esunraki Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o Ani esunraki Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú Ani esunraki Òjèlú esunraki Ani esunraki Mayegun ti dé Gbogbo òjèlú esunraki Mayegun ti dé Gbogbo òjèlú esunraki ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkanṣá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.